Now time to discuss our 20-second topic. So I am feeling very happy to share that I am having a kind of doubt in the I was having a doubt in the beginning that how can I do it, but it has started and we are continuing, and now I reached 20-second. So for that really I am so happy. Anyhow, let us start the topic which is related to simple harmonic motion. So what is the velocity, acceleration and energy in SHM? So here not only these three things, one more thing also important, that is simple pendulum, time period of simple pendulum. So that is the one thing, but initially when you consider, these are the three things based on which we get questions. Like if you consider a simple harmonic motion, it is an oscillatory motion whose acceleration is always towards a fixed point. And we have the generalized equation for the displacement is A sin omega t plus pi, where A is amplitude. What is amplitude? The maximum distance or the maximum displacement from equilibrium position. In a oscillatory motion of to and fro motion, one side it reaches one maximum distance, that is called what? Amplitude. And if it starts from the equilibrium position, then pi is 0. If it starts from any other position, then pi is not 0, that is called angular position, initial angular position. Now if you start from the equilibrium, then pi will become 0, then the displacement will become A sin omega t. This is our displacement equation in simple harmonic motion. Now based on this equation, if you go for differentiation, you will get velocity dx by dt, that is A omega cos omega t, or cos omega t you can write it as under root 1 minus sin square omega t. So same thing you can express in terms of displacement. Now what about the acceleration? dv by dt. If you differentiate velocity, then differentiation of cos minus, so minus omega square A sin omega t, that is minus omega square x. So this is in terms of time, this is in terms of displacement. Now if you take the graphical representation, the displacement at equilibrium position is 0, then it becomes maximum in one side, then it becomes 0, reaches the equilibrium position, then again becomes maximum but in opposite side, negative maximum, then come back, so this is 0. This is called one oscillation. So this time taken is called one time period, capital T, where T equal to 2 pi by omega, where omega is angular speed. So that here this is the graphical representation of displacement variation with time. Now here comes our maximum displacement, that is nothing but what? Amplitude. This is plus A, this is minus A. Now in the similar manner, if you consider the velocity, then initially at equilibrium position the body should move, that means there must be some velocity, then here it should come to rest, then velocity should keep on decrease. So here the velocity maximum, here the velocity minimum. At extreme position the velocity is minimum. So first it starts with maximum, then reaches 0, one end. Then come back, it becomes maximum but in reverse direction. Then again reaches the extreme end, other side, it becomes 0. Then again come back. So this is the variation of velocity, and this is the maximum value a omega. Similarly, if you consider the acceleration minus omega square x, you can understand from this graph. When x is 0, a also 0. But when x is positive, a is negative. So that first it will go this way. Then it will go this way. So this is the variation of acceleration. And this value is how much? Minus omega square a. So here you can conclude that the maximum displacement is a. The maximum speed is a omega. The maximum acceleration is omega square a. Then omega equal to a maximum by v maximum, that is omega square a by a omega. So that you will get omega. Now omega, if you got it, then you can get time period, that is 2 pi by omega. And how can you get from this the amplitude? From a max and v max, how can you get the a value? So a value is either v max by omega or a max by omega square. So sometimes the questions can be asked based on these simple relations also. And if you consider the very first thing, displacement, what is the equation? X equal to a sin omega t. They can ask you like, what is the time after which displacement is half of the amplitude, or 1/3 of the amplitude, or 1 by root 2 of amplitude. Suppose x is a by 2. Then a sin omega t, a cancel. So 1 by 2 equal to sin omega t. Then what is sin theta? 1 by 2. Then what should be theta? This is 30 degrees, pi by 6. Then t should become, omega is 2 pi by t times t equal to pi by 6. Pi cancel. So t equal to t by 12. So like this you can calculate. Means from equilibrium position, if you consider to cover half the amplitude, how much time it will take? T by 12. And what is this total time? 1/4 time period. How much? T by 4. This is T by 12. This is, then what it will become? This time, next half, T by 4 minus T by 12. So how much it will become? T by 6. So to cover the first half amplitude, the time taken is lesser because here speed is more. So initially the speed is more, then speed decreases. That's why time taken to cover first half is less, the time taken to cover next half is more, that is T by 6. Similarly, if they ask what is the displacement after half of this time, total is T by 4 to reach one extreme. If in a time of T by 8, how much displacement it will cover? Like that they can ask the question. X equal to, then a sin of omega is 2 pi by t and the time is t by 8, half of the time, or 1 by 8 of the time. So sin pi by 4, 1 by root 2, how much? A by root 2. So it covers a displacement a by root 2 in 1 by 8 of time. So these kind of questions can be asked based on displacement. Similarly, let us consider energy. Before that, let us take one question related to velocity also. Now, what is the velocity equation? Omega under root a square minus x square. They can give velocity at one position, they can give velocity at another position. Then they can ask you to compare, or they can ask you to get amplitude from here. How do you get it? V square equal to omega square times a square minus x square. Then if you compare this, v1 square by v2 square equal to omega get cancelled. So a square minus x1 square by a square minus x2 square. Substitute and then go for cross multiplication so that you will get the amplitude relation. So this is the way you can solve the questions related to velocity. Some other type of questions also they will ask related to energy. But first let us understand what is the energy. So energy of a body in SHM of a particle is kinetic energy. If you consider kinetic energy is what? Half m v square. So half m v is what? A omega cos omega t whole square. So half m a square omega square cos square omega t in terms of time. In terms of displacement, if you substitute half m omega square a square minus x square. Similarly, what is the potential energy? As we know that the restoring force is minus kx, where k is what? Constant. So k equal to m omega square, where omega square is k by m. So here the potential energy due to the restoring force is half kx square, or else half m omega square x square, or you can substitute x as a sin omega t. Then what is the total energy will become kinetic energy plus potential energy. Add these two things, then half m omega square a square, because its x square term will get cancelled. Now m is constant, omega is constant, a is constant. So the total energy of a body or particle in SHM always remains constant. So the kinetic energy changes, potential energy changes, but the total energy remains constant. So let us understand all the things together in one diagram. Let's take, this is the equilibrium position. Starts from time t0, then it reaches to the extreme end at a time t by 4. Then come back after a time t by 2. Then reaches other extreme end after a time 3t by 4. Then reaches here after a time t. This whole journey is called what? One time period. Now from here to here, to cover half of the amplitude, the time taken is t by 12, and the next half is t by 6. Not only from here to here also same thing. Similarly from here to here and here to here, same thing. And here if you consider at equilibrium x 0, so obviously acceleration 0, but velocity is how much? Maximum. So at a equilibrium position, velocity maximum and remaining two are minimum. Then kinetic energy also maximum. So what is the maximum kinetic energy when x is 0? When x is 0, k is maximum. How much it will become? Half m omega square a square. Nothing but total energy. So at equilibrium position, the total energy is in the form of kinetic energy. Now if you go to the extreme position, x is plus a here, then acceleration is minus omega square a, then velocity is 0 minimum, then kinetic energy 0, potential energy here it is maximum. How much? When x is maximum, potential energy maximum. What is that? Half kx square or half m omega square x square. X is how much? A square. And this is also equal to what? Total energy. So that the total energy equal to maximum kinetic energy or maximum potential energy. So this way you can relate all the things together. Also one more thing I will tell you, in a time of t by 8, after time t by 8, how much displacement it will cover? A by root 2. That is also one thing you can remember it. So this is all about what is the time period, what is the velocity, what is the displacement, what is the energy of a particle in SHM. Suppose one question is given in this manner. Find the position where the kinetic energy and potential energy of the particle in SHM both are same. So you have to find the position means x, where kinetic energy equal to potential energy, or kinetic energy is n times of potential energy. Kinetic energy is what? Half m omega square a square minus x square. That is n times half m omega square x square. Half m omega square cancel. Then a square minus x square equal to nx square. Then a square equal to, you bring this side, x square into 1 plus n. Then x square equal to a square by 1 plus n. If both are equal, then n equal to 1. Then x square equal to a square by 2. Then x equal to a by root 2. If n is half, kinetic energy half of potential energy, then 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Then x square will become 2a square by 3. Then x will become root of 2 by 3 times a. So this kind of question they will relate. Of course here they can also ask about the velocity also. So this is how they will ask questions based on these three things. So the three things are like, you have to remember each and every formula in terms of time as well as in terms of displacement. So based on that you can get questions. And the other one, the based on displacement or velocity, after what time it will become maximum or after what time it will become half. That is the other kind of question. And the other kind of question, they can give the graphical representation of these three things. So this is how you can get the questions based on this topic. So hope you all understood, and you will practice these things and you will continue to follow the lectures. So let us continue our session in the 23rd lecture. Thank you.